Hey, college and career success. Welcome to summer 2023. My name is Dr. Linda Remark, so I will be your instructor with you for this summer session. So I always like to start off my classes by just giving a general overview through the course, how to navigate it, making sure that you're comfortable with all of the links and areas. Now, if you are watching this based on a link I sent to you in an email, and you have not taken your Succeeding Online Orientation, you will need to do that before you can even get into our course. So I know I am sending this link via email, and then it's also going to be embedded inside our course. So if you are watching this prior to taking your Succeeding Online, and you'll know, because when you go to try to click into our course, it'll stop you and say, hey, you need to take your orientation. So I'm going to pick up as if you are done with your orientation. I'm just going to start walking you around, making sure that you feel okay with the navigation. So when you log in, you're going to get into the Start Here section. Now, as we go throughout the summer, you're probably going to use this section a little less and less because it really is just kind of an introductory area. So we have a quick instructor welcome. You can read about myself in here, just a little bit of my background so that you know kind of who you're with for the next 8 weeks. Under there, here's a link to our textbook, and this will be embedded in every week as well, but I'll show you right now. When you click on it, this is what's called an open educational resource, so it's free, so that's really nice, and you access it right away. And this book is really kind of easy to use, really user-friendly. So when you click in here, you can see you can open and close the table of contents, but here's the table of contents, and you can just navigate wherever you need to navigate through the chapters. You can pull down, look at the different sections. You can search for different things. So if you needed, a certain concept, you could go ahead and search, and it's going to show you all the places where that concept is located. Or you can navigate pages by going all the way to the bottom and hitting next. So it's a really easy navigation, and honestly, it's a fairly easy book to get through. There are some features over here where you can log in and create an account, and you can do some highlighting and annotating if you wanted to do so and keep those changes. If not, you don't have to worry about logging in because you'll always be able to just access this the way that it is. Okay, so that's your textbook. Here's some general expectations. You are free to kind of look through and look at this. It has just general information about me as well. During the summer, I am not holding official office hours, but you can request maybe a Zoom, or if I happen to be on campus, you can come in and meet with me. I do teach a face-to-face class on campus in the mornings, and then I am teaching kids college in the afternoon, so I am here. I'm just not holding official office hours. There's additional resources right here. You can click in there, and there's a whole page of different resources. So netiquette guidelines, technical skills, a course alignment map. There's a lot of information in there that you're welcome to click around. And then finally, our syllabus. So when you click this, it's going to open up into a PDF, and you are welcome. I would actually recommend highly that you print this off. At the very least, that you print off the calendar on the last couple pages. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the syllabus here for a few minutes. So this is, again, summer 23. This is a 3-credit course, completely online, which means we have no Zooms that we have to all be on together. We have no class meetings that we're all going to be on together, and nothing like that. Okay. Again, my name is Dr. Remark. You can contact me through email, through MySarkState email, lremark@sarkstate.edu. You can call me on my extension. If you call me and I'm not here, I will get an email saying, hey, you have a voicemail, or through Blackboard course messages, which I'll show you in a little bit. There is a textbook, which I just showed you. It's free and online. Here are your general methods of evaluation. So for every week, there are 12 chapters. So every chapter has assignments associated with it. So sometimes there's 2 per chapter. Usually there's only 1, but you're going to have assignments that are accompanying each chapter. You're going to submit all work electronically, either in Blackboard or an email attachment. Each chapter, as well as the introduction, is going to have a discussion prompt. That's how attendance is taken. So whenever you have a prompt, it's going to give you a prompt, and your response has to be 150 words. The reasoning for that is because a lot of your writing classes has minimums that you have to write or type pages. So it's kind of getting you ready for those classes. So you're going to look at the prompt, and I will go into more detail about those in each weekly video. This is just a general overview. You're going to respond to that prompt in 150 words, and then you're going to respond to 2 classmates. And a response is not just, oh, I agree, or a good post. It's a meaningful response. It's a sentence or 2. It's, asking a question or comparing what they wrote to what you wrote. So you need to post your original response by Wednesday. That's how I take attendance in an online class. So you are going to submit by Wednesday, making sure that you have really addressed the prompt and then responded to classmates by Sundays. If there's a week without a discussion post, you just need to make sure you submit your assignments by Sunday, and that's how I'll take attendance. This is an 8-week course and it's online. This moves very quickly. So very transparent that this is super fast paced. You are going to have 2 chapters a week approximately. So be prepared from anywhere from 5 to 8 assignments per week plus chapter readings. So it is very heavy, and that's kind of just the deal with online classes and summer classes to begin with. So I just want to be very transparent that this is very fast paced and there's a lot going on. You will have quizzes from every chapter. Obviously it's online. The quizzes are just essay questions. They're usually 5 questions and you need to answer in 2 to 5 complete sentences. And then you're kind of using like personal experience with textbook evidence. There's a career services assignment that I will go over when we come to that. And then here's a breakdown of all the points. General class policies. Again, assignment posts for attendance purposes are due on Wednesdays. All other assignments, including responding to 2 classmates, and the weekly assignments are due Sundays. Extra credit, not so much in an online course, but just make sure that you check your Blackboard messages, you check your emails, you check your announcements, because if I offer extra credit, I'll put it in there. If you miss a Wednesday night attendance post, you cannot make that up. It's just like you couldn't make up a class if you missed it in class, but you can post late. So let's say you miss the Wednesday post and then you remember Thursday. I'm still going to accept that because you're kind of getting graded twice for discussion forums. You're getting graded on the attendance, and then you're getting graded on did you actually respond to the post the way you're supposed to. So even if you miss the attendance post, still post in the forum because you can still get late points for attendance and you can still get your full points for the actual post itself. If you miss assignments, can you make those up? Kind of case by case basis, honestly. Once the week closes, those are closed. So you need to make sure you contact me if there's an issue. The textbook is online. You submit assignments through Blackboard, and then there are no like exams or tests. There's those chapter quizzes. Here is some general information about, withdrawing. Whenever the summer starts, I will have kind of the exact withdrawal date in there so that you have this, so that you can make sure that like, hey, this is the exact date I need to make sure I pull out of this class. All right, so the rest of this is going to be the calendar. So I'm just going to kind of walk through so you can see what I mean by each one. Here is like week 1. You can see I've had the assignments in red and how many point values there are. And then in black, it'll say, make sure you post by this date. I even have the dates there and when to respond to classmates. I also have just general assignments and then just a reminder at the bottom. So there's, week 1 already. We jump in and we have the intro in chapter 1. Here's all the assignments for week 2. That carries over. Week 3. Week 4. So again, you can kind of go through and see many weeks there are actually 2 discussion forums. So that is week 1 has 2 discussion forums. So I have a little note. You have to post in both forums to get full week 1 attendance. So if you only post in one, you're going to get half attendance. So keep that in mind. That is also the case for week 2. You have 2 forums. That is also the case for, week 5. So you'll see that in there. I have that post for both. So again, I would recommend just printing out the calendar so you have that at the very least. You can see the very last day of our class is Friday, July 28th. All right, so let me walk you through a few other things. In the lessons area, you have, again, a link to our textbook, and that's going to be embedded in every single week as well for the chapters. Here's Muddy Point. This is a discussion forum. So you are going to have discussion forums. I'm going to walk you through how to do that now. You go ahead and click on it, and this is just where you can pose your questions. So let's say you have a question that anyone in the class can answer, because anyone can track this. So if you had a question that you don't mind another student answering, you can post it there. If you have a personal question about your grade or an assignment, message me individually. But how you do a discussion post is basically just come up here to create thread, put your subject, put your body of your post, and hit submit. And that's all there is to it. Once you hit yours, you'll hit submit, then you'll see everyone else who has submitted theirs in like the weekly discussion forums. To go to respond to a classmate, you just click on the name of their thread and just hit reply. So that's how you would respond to a prompt as well. I will walk you through that when we get to week 1. I'll walk you through the process of how to post in a discussion forum, but I wanted to kind of show you there. It's really simple. Create thread, subject, message, post. All right, also in the lessons area, you have all of your weekly folders. Right now you will not see anything open, but you can kind of see where mine will be. I will always have the weekly videos right here, which will contain the lecture videos over the chapters for the week, and then a separate assignment video that walks you through the assignments. And then the actual weekly folders have an overview of what you're doing. You'll have a materials folder that talks you through like, hey, here's all the things you're going to need to help you with this week. And then you have the actual assignment folder where you're going to do the work and submit the assignments. And again, when I go through my week 1 video, I'll go into more detail on this. A couple other features, course messages. Anytime I send an announcement, I also send it as a course message. So you're going to sometimes get information twice. But you go in here to send a message. If you need to get a hold of me, you just click create message. Click to. No one is loaded in here yet, but you're just going to find me, highlight it, click over, and then go ahead and type your subject and your body and hit submit, and I can respond to you right in there. Again, announcements, you can already see, like this was the last time I taught this class online, so you won't be able to see this, but you can see it on my screen. Anything I put as an announcement, I do copy and put as a course message. So sometimes you might already have your work done, so you might wonder, why am I getting this message about getting my work done? Well, it's because I copy and paste the announcements into the course messages. So just make sure you check your announcements. There's a course calendar that has, I'll go ahead and scroll to when our class starts. You can see that this has both of my summer classes in here, but you're going to be able to see when assignments are due, so you can have reminders set up and you can go into the course calendar anytime, excuse me, and check when assignments are due. And then you have a grades area where you can always check to see how your grades are doing at any point in time during the semester. Couple other features over here, we do have a link to the digital library, some just general resources for Blackboard and the college overall, the help desk. So my advice to you is before you really jump into the work, just make sure you're comfortable with navigating the class. If you have questions, please reach out. Remember, like very technical questions, you want to ask the help desk. I will kind of give a forewarning that oftentimes MacBooks and Chromebooks are not always super compatible with Blackboard. So just if you have one of those devices, just kind of be prepared. We might have to be creative with screenshots and things of that nature. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Remember, my contact information, you can easily find it in the syllabus here with my email, my office location, my extension, if you need to get a hold of me. I look forward to a great summer, and I will be back shortly with your week 1 videos.